Most people don't think much about the 1929 dime, but that's a big mistake because these coins are quietly disappearing from circulation and climbing in value faster than most collectors realize. Let's talk about why the 1929 Mercury dime is getting harder to find and what makes the right ones worth serious money today. The 1929 dime comes from the tail end of the Roaring '20s, right before the stock market crash that kicked off the Great Depression. Back then, silver dimes were just everyday pocket change. The Philadelphia Mint struck about 25 million, Denver only 5.6, and San Francisco 4.1 million. So right away you can see where the scarcity starts. Those Denver and San Francisco mint coins had much smaller mintages. Let's kick it off with this first example from 1929. It is a San Francisco issued coin, and PCGS graded it at a mint state 65 with the full bands on the back. 65 is 5 points away from the highest achievable grade in grading, which is 70, and like I said, this one does have the full band on the back. When it comes to the full bands, you want to look at that hatchet on the back. There are 3 locations that have a horizontal band. That is the highest point on the coin. It gets worn down the quickest, and it is the hardest area to strike during the minting process. Full bands only really matter on mint state coins, and that is where grading companies will signify the full band designation. Now, I keep talking about these full bands. What's the big deal? Well, it might seem silly, but collectors will pay an arm and a leg for full band coins. This coin sold for $504. Now, moving on to the next coin, you may be asking yourself, why is this coin nicknamed the Mercury dime? Well, a lot of people back in the day thought that the allegorical figure on the front was indeed the Greek god Mercury. In fact, that side profile there is actually Lady Liberty. This San Francisco issued coin was graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 with the full band. It looks much nicer than the previous coin. It does also have a CAC sticker. Now, the CAC sticker will increase the value of the coin. Essentially, CAC or CAC is another company that will inspect the coin and make sure that it is graded accurately, because sometimes these grading companies do make mistakes. Now, this coin sold for $720. We're opening the doors again to the Coin Value Club, but only for a limited time. Click the link down below to learn more and secure your spot before entries close December 31st. $33,600 this coin sold for, and it got graded by PCGS at a mint state 68. Now, every point difference really does matter on these coins. As you can see, a few points extra means the difference of tens of thousands of dollars, which is absolutely crazy. This example once again sold for $33,600. We're moving into Denver now. As you can see here, this is a 1929D 10-cent Mercury dime graded by PCGS at a mint state 64. It sold for $69. This next coin is graded by PCGS at a 65 with the full bands. It sold for $264. By the way, if you want to know how much your coins are worth, make sure to join the Coin Value Club down below. It's only open for a limited time, and we're doing a massive gold and silver giveaway. Check that out down in the links below. But this next coin sold for $2,520. It's a 1929 Denver issued 10-cent Mercury dime. PCGS graded it at a mint state 67. There are the full bands on the back, and CAC was able to give it that little green sticker. It sold for $2,520. All right, moving into Philadelphia here. Full bands on this coin. NGC graded it at a mint state 66, and also there's some pretty intense toning going on with this coin. Now, toning is a naturally occurring oxidation process that happens depending on how the coin is stored. The air will oxidize with the metals, causing a reaction like this. This coin was able to sell for $372. This next coin sold for the same exact amount, $372. It's a Philadelphia issued, except this one was graded by PCGS at a mint state 66, and it does have the full bands on the back. Once again, $372 for this coin. PCGS graded this coin at a mint state 67 plus with the full bands. The plus sign just means the coin is getting pretty close to that next grade. This example sold for a staggering $3,120. Listen, I have a completely free Coiny Currency book down below for you. Make sure you get that book and make sure that the email I send you with the book does not land in your spam folder. If it does, move it to your inbox so we do not send you any emails that end up getting lost, because we do give a lot of value in those emails. We will see you guys in the next video.